Historically, businesses have always analyzed their data. It is imperative to measure what you're doing, and through analysis you'll be able to measure your results. So in the past, data warehouses were used with analytical tools, but these days the amount of data that's being produced, and not all of it is structured, so it's not coming out of your ERP system or your point of sale system anymore. It is documents, it is information coming from your social media accounts, it is voice coming from your customer service systems. And so there's a proliferation of data all over the organization, and that really drives your big data strategy. You now need to analyze all of this. You need to start creating profiles of your customers, but not just the interaction with your point of sale or your ERP, but all channels within your organization. And that requires big data. You need to analyze unstructured data, make sense of it. It requires data scientists to come into your organization and make sense of all that information.
Once the retailer has collected all of the data, you need to go and sift through it and basically do all the data analytics around it. And the big thing is using things like artificial intelligence, big data streams, data lakes. We take the data, we analyze all the data, we tie those pieces together, and we turn that back into value for the customer. In this case, for the retailer. So we have things like understanding the person's emotions. Perhaps maybe they've tweeted something out in the day. We can take that back, tie it back into in-store experiences that they might have had. Capturing the data from your customers and the experiences that they have in the store or with your brand is vital in terms of analysing the behaviour. Unhappy customers, we all know, turn into customers that go and shop somewhere else. So at the end of the day, we want customers that are loyal to the brand, loyal to your shops and your retailers. And by understanding the emotions that they perhaps go through during the day, whether they're happy or sad, can get used for understanding the customer and keeping them happy. Examples would be things like perhaps a customer calls into your call center. We can do some analytics around the interaction that they have in the call center. Through an online chatbot, you can pick up the customer's sentiment. That can then go into AI systems that can then, if a customer is unhappy, can escalate the call automatically to an individual that then has their data at their fingertips, can immediately interact with the customer and try and understand the problem a lot better.
Every touch point they have with your organization, make sure you understand what was being asked, how was that customer serviced. Bring all of that together, all those touch point information into one profile, and make sure the next time you interact with that customer that it is personalized, that you show you understand who they are, what they want, what they need.
From Connected Solutions, we are looking at unlocking that value. So when the customer comes in, we can identify the customer and we can present the same retail experience as what the customer might have in the online environment, in the brick and mortar store. That allows for pushing personalized notifications to the customer, for location-based promotions as well. Perhaps a customer walks past a specific product. We can push notifications to a mobile app that they have on their phone, and that can again in turn unlock loyalty points that they might have at your store. So by knowing who the customer is coming into a store, we can immediately unlock all of that value, tie all those touch points together in your organization to provide a much happier customer experience in the store.
Retailers are very cost conscious, and whatever strategies and initiatives they put in place is always around how to increase revenue or save costs by getting operational efficiency. Now with big data, one example is around stock. So in the past, retailers have invested huge amounts of money into stock-based systems, planning systems, in order to create efficiency within their supply chain.
When we take big data and you start running analytics over it and you start coming up with predictive models, it already helps in terms of reducing or identifying shortcomings in your supply chain perhaps. Looking at stock levels that are available in the store, looking at stock that might actually be on the road at the same time, as well as stock that could perhaps still be out on the ocean. Taking all the data metrics that we collect from those different data points, putting it through artificial intelligence and machine learning algorithms, we can make better predictions in making sure at what point that stock will actually arrive or be available to the customer. At the end of the day, having the stock in your shop at the right time just ends up giving your customer a better experience.
So we work quite closely with retailers. Sometimes we'll do it ourselves, other times we'll bring in experts to assist with your big data strategy. Once that strategy is in place and has been implemented, that's really where Connected Solution comes into its own. So what the platform then does is it connects the endpoints for all the partners that are hooked into our platform and ties it in with the big data that's available in the organization. So we work quite closely with our retailers to make sure we unlock the value through big data and also then the endpoints.